cases, a conclusion may consider possible future outcomes. For example, the internet has already become widespread and almost indispensable, and it can be expected that in future access will become cheaper and easier for everyone in the world. Or, algorithm energy can never run out. Unlike fossil fuels, it is clear that other, less dangerous sources of energy will need to be developed for future generations. Grammar and vocabulary in the conclusion. Make sure that you know how to use various terms expressing implications correctly. These include otherwise, in this case, under these circumstances, followed by the future tense. You will also need the language of speculation, keep low. For predictions, you will need the future tense. Of course, it is important to use modifiers in this case, such as it is likely that, in all probability, below. There are, of course, connectors that are typically used for conclusion. The first one on the list is the most unimaginative, and it is better to think of a more interesting one if you can. In conclusion, finally, therefore, consequently, clearly, it is clear on the whole. In other words, generally speaking. Remember that you can combine therefore with other connectors. It is clear, therefore, that generally speaking, therefore. Note, beware of the common error of using more for this. More is a comparative term. For example, people are more interested in making money. Does not mean people are very interested in making money. If you say they are more interested, it should mean that they are more interested than before, are more interested in making money than something else. But if there is no comparison expressed that clearly implying, then more should not be used. Style. There are two types of problems related to style. One is the effect of personal writing habits. The second is the result of cultural differences between your mother tongue or your educational background on the one hand, and English for academic purposes on the other. Modifiers. One of the most important aspects of language use in the appropriate use of modifiers. This is because it is in this way that you show your understanding of the value of the points you are making. In other words, you are showing your own real understanding of issues. Look at these statements. 1. The internet has made life more convenient for everyone. 2. Computers are the perfect tool for education. 3. In some cases, money may not increase our happiness all the time. 4. Oil is the best source of energy, but nuclear energy is much better. 5. Traffic congestion is an absolute disaster in all cities. 6. Alternative energy probably seems to be a possible answer to our future energy needs. Can you see how each one is inappropriate? The most common errors in the use of modifiers are overgeneralization, overemphasis or exaggeration, understatement, confusion. Modifiers should be used to make your writing accurate and thoughtful. They include adjectives, verbs, modal verbs, phrases, and other parts of speech. showing degree, emphasis, etc. Overgeneralization. As we saw in session 4.7, overgeneralization is very common. To modify overgeneralized statements, it is generally necessary to reduce the scope of the statement by limiting the quantity or frequency or area involved. Here are just a few common modifiers for this. Few, sometimes, generally, many, often, common, most, frequently, widespread. Overemphasis. Here the problem is not to exaggerate the intensity of a statement. The writer's attitude should show a total degree of certainty. Degrees of intensity are expressed by terms such as rather, considerable, quite, very, significant, dramatic. Degrees of certainty can be shown by expressions such as maybe, definitely, it is clear that, perhaps, undoubtedly, possibly, generally speaking. And all the modal verbs may, could, must, might, should, ought to, can, would. You can also use expressions that distance yourself from the statement, such as some people believe, according to most scientists, it is generally agreed it is said that. And in conclusion, it is useful to modify your statements with these expressions. Therefore, it seems that this indicates that it can be concluded that certain verbs, for example, can also show varying degrees of certainty. People are tend to be, this suggests, indicates, proves, X causes Y, X is a contributing factor to Y. Understatement and confusion. While overstatement and exaggeration are more common, some students go the other way and understate their case or produce mixed and confused signals. This usually occurs when students mix some of the modifiers inappropriately. It is important to be very accurate in using modifiers. Otherwise, you can sound confused and unintelligent. Look at these examples. It is clear that nuclear energy is likely to be a possible solution to our energy needs. Several people have died of starvation because of the severe drought. People depend significantly on the oceans for food. Alternative energy probably seems to be the answer to our energy needs. The major problem in modern cities is likely air pollution. 23. Go back to the examples in 8.1 and those in 8.4 and modify them appropriately. Task 24. Consider ways of increasing or reducing the strength of the following statements so that they become acceptable. A. Television encourages violence. B. Overpopulation will possibly cause many problems in the future. C. Our environment is being totally destroyed. D. People are only interested in money these days. E. Maybe the continuing destruction of the rainforest will increase the